Reverend Dr. Francis Thamparaj SJ presents the Boundless Way for Timeless Living audio album. You are listening Boundless Way series, Volume 1. Part 1. Boundless Way is the Golden Way. Man searches for something all the time because he feels that something is lacking in him. To remove that uneasy feeling, he runs here and there like a rat and achieves all sorts of things. He earns money and riches, he attains power and possessions, he obtains gold and silver, he travels in the air and the water, he plunders the earth and the earthly things, he explores the heaven and the heavenly things. But nothing satisfies his unfulfilled vacuum. At last he realizes that the impermanence is the real culprit behind his all-time uneasy feeling. All are born, live and die. All that are yearned come, stay and leave. It strikes at the root of being that all things are washed away continuously in the flood of time. He tries to live permanently in this world of impermanence. Being caught in the tyranny of time, he yearns to live beyond time. Being imprisoned in the world of forms like the caged parrot, he longs to become formless and float endlessly in the vast sky and in the immense universe. Man roams around the world in search of the ways to achieve it. He searches in desires, but he finds only satiations. He searches in relationships, but he finds only sadness and broken heart. He searches in all religions, but he becomes mad and wanders in the world. He searches everywhere in the world, but forgets to search inside of his own self. There is a golden way in the core of your being. If you walk in that way, you will be fulfilled. You can go beyond time. You can break open the boundaries of the world of forms and fly. You can realize you are in God and God is in you. You can say that God and I are one, and eventually you will become God Himself. To recognize this honey-like, feather-like, golden way that attracts all the world, to enter into the burdenless, cozy, flourishing cosmos where there is no hunger, thirst, pain, suffering, sadness, diseases, agonies and death. To step into the beautiful, broad, bold and boundless inner way, you have to watch all the videos in this channel called Boundless Way for Timeless Living. Part 2. Do you want to be a creative person? Do you want to become a creative person like Einstein, Shakespeare, Kumber, Vallur, Picasso or Beethoven? Whether it is an ancient world or modern world, epic world or music world, art world or science world, technology world or business world, irrespective of the type of the world, the creative persons made history and stamped their indelible ethos only through timeless living. Those who live within the boundaries of time will lead only a sheepish life of breathing, eating, drinking, and breeding. But those who have gone beyond time and lived in the timeless world struck the golden note that they are not born for a particular caste, creed, or race, but are born to achieve magnificent wonders. Many of us are thinking that timeless living means everlasting life. When we grumble and get satiated with even this short span of life, why do we need to expand it endlessly? Timeless living is different from everlasting life. Everlasting life points to the never-ending permanent life. Searching for permanence in this world of impermanence is not feasible at all. But timeless living is possible here and now. So let us talk about it, think about it, and try to achieve it. There are three kinds of time: the past, present, and the future. To go beyond these three kinds of time is not at all difficult. In fact, every day we do it without knowing it. For example, when we are fast asleep, we go beyond time and don't realize the passing of time. That is why we are surprised and say, "Ha! It is done within 5 minutes." We go beyond time not only in our deep sleep, but also when we are absorbed in watching a film or a serial with an interesting story. When we do an experiment with a complete involvement. When we are swept away by the lovely melodies and alluring music. When we stand still, lose ourselves by gazing at the grandeur of nature. In fact, when we do anything wholeheartedly with the full strength and total concentration, we slip into the timeless world. There are many benefits in timeless living. It regenerates our drooping spirit by pumping energy into our soul. It infuses life energy into the whole body to renew, repair, and replace the aging cells. It cleanses our heart mind and keeps it pure and crystal clear. It sucks out the monotony of everyday life and illuminates our heart mind. It heals the melancholic mood and the gloomy ambience. It irons out the wrinkles, confusions, and dizziness of mind. It revives the frozen feelings and transforms the negative feelings into positive feelings. It increases the lifespan enormously. Although we go beyond time during our deep sleep, we are not aware of it. Although we go beyond time in our deep sleep, we are not aware of it. Even when we are awake, we don't relish the abounding joy of living beyond time, since we tend to forget ourselves as we immerse into the tasks at hand. What is important is we have to live beyond time in wakeful state with full awareness and feelings. If only we achieve this, will be blooming in this earth as great stalwarts and legends. All achieving hearts will jump out of us and run amok in all directions. We'll be marching bravely, even if gigantic waves of obstacles race to devour us. We will get the mighty power to move the Himalayas and shake the whole Indian Ocean. We will be flying in a lightning speed and measure the length and breadth of the vast open sky. Not only that, our whole life will become pure paradise and glittering gold. We will be dissolved into the mellifluous, cozy world of comforts. If you want to learn the mantras and the magics of such a blissful state, watch the upcoming videos in Boundless Way for Timeless Living channel.
Part 3. Boundless Way is the way of awareness.
This is the Boundless Way for Timeless Living channel, and you are watching the Boundless Way series. Boundless Way is the way of awareness. It is a mighty, magical way that can move the very universe. It gives you the power of Midas touch. It transforms the iron into gold. It transmutes the ordinary life into extraordinarily colorful life. Even the valley of suffering becomes the cradle of joy. The very world which you thought a hell becomes paradise. The boundless awareness bestows a beautiful and powerful mystical eyes. These eyes are capable of seeing wonders even in the dreary and dismal things. It recreates the gloomy life situations into the cheerful and graceful situations. It alters the melancholic events into magnificent events. It crumbles down the kingdom of negativity and builds the palaces of positivity. In a nutshell, it will rebuild the world around you in a glorious way. The mighty and mysterious alchemy called awareness changes not the pain, not the suffering, not the event, not the situation, not the people, not the world, or not even your very life. But it changes your attitude, the way you look at all of these things. The veil of suffering or dukkha falls down, as in the case of St. Paul, according to the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 9, verses 18 in the Bible. As the prophet Ananias lays his hands on him, Saul has transformed into Paul. The scales fall down from his eyes and he saw a whole new vision and a new mission. This is exactly the boundless way, the way of awareness does as you enter into it. If you don't understand the above hyperbolic statements, this simple example may help you. Let us say you are watching a 3D movie wearing a 3D glass in a dark theater. You'll be immersed and forget yourself. And all you see on the screen will be so real. The ice cream that is stretched before you will be almost touching your lips. The dinosaur, when it pounces on you, you'll be terrified and even start sweating. But when you remove the 3D glasses and switch on the lights in the theater, the movie loses all its magic. The roller coaster of emotions will evaporate. The thrill will disappear. The same thing will happen in real life when you switch on the light of awareness. You will not be perturbed by the joyous moments and sorrowful events. But at the same time, you will enjoy everything at your will, at the level you want to savor it. Come and enter into the boundless way for timeless living. Grab the magical wand of awareness that will teleport you into the world of wonders. Enjoy the grace of life to the maximum level without losing yourself. Live fully to love fully. Love fully to live fully. By doing this, you will come to know that awareness is eternal and everlasting. And you are that awareness.
Part 4. Silence in the Storm.
Silence and solitude is the entrance to the boundless way for the timeless living. Look at the boundless universe. It is vast and fathomless. It is floating in infinite space with deep silence and solitude. This deep silence and solitude make the universe as the cradle of creations. Wherever there is a silence and solitude, precious things are evolving in a miraculous way. New patterns, new forms, new lives, new creatures, new breeds are continuously emerging in a wonderful way. Millions of mammoth galaxies and trillions of stars are formed in the silence and solitude of deep space. Precious pearls in the oysters are formed so dexterously in the silence and solitude of the ocean beds. Mesmerizing babies are formed in silence and solitude of the mother's wombs. Lovely chickens are formed in silence and solitude of the eggshells. Beautiful butterflies take shape in the silence and solitude of the cocoons. All creations in the whole cosmos happen only in silence and solitude of the gigantic cosmic womb. This doesn't mean sound is bad. It is also beautiful and important for daily communication. But when sound becomes noise, it turns terrible, horrible, and devastating. The digital world has opened the Pandora boxes of radio, television, internet, computer, cell phones, mass media, etc. The World Health Organization warns that over 1 billion people risk permanent hearing loss due to the blasting of the mass media. The noise pollution creates a havoc in our physical, psychological, and spiritual health. It creates a plethora of problems ranging from ordinary stress, poor concentration, productivity losses, communication difficulties, fatigue, loss of sleep, etc. Even more serious issues pop up like tinnitus, hearing loss, cardiovascular diseases, cognitive impairments, emotional imbalances, and erratic behavior, etc. After knowing the splendid benefits of the silence and solitude and the more serious problems of the noisy world, the question arises, what is the key to enter into the alluring, boundless way of silence for the timeless living? One thing is clear, that we can't stop the waves of noise or shut the mouth of the world. So what shall we do? Shall we run to the desolate desert, deep valleys, dense forest, steep mountains, or drown into the blue ocean? vast sky. All these places may help you to avoid the external noise. But what about the inner chat and the cacophony that goes on endlessly? Running away will not help. So let us face the fierce life right in its cave. Jump into the ocean of noise. Merrily swim, happily float, and cheerfully learn the art of surfing. Then you will know how to anchor yourself in silence and swing with its rhythm. Follow its lead and dance in stillness. Life will become a flow. Then you need not look for silence anymore, because you will be the silence. But how to achieve all these beautiful things amidst the deafening cacophony of the marketplace? Watch all the videos in the newly starting Vibrant Silent serial of the Boundless Way for Timeless Living channel and learn the art.
Part 5, Dance of the Cosmos.
The vast and infinite space is the grand stage for the dynamic dance of the whole cosmos with all its immense constellations. The physicists are saying everything is dancing in frenzy. The whole universe is the romantic dance of different atoms. The matter and antimatter are made up of sound frequencies that are bubbling and wobbling rhythmically to create multifarious things. The Japanese scientist Masaru Yamato clearly demonstrated that even our thoughts and feelings are dancing frequencies that affect other people and things in an extraordinary way. In the unending space, the gas and the dust are dancing. Planets are circling, stars are revolving, galaxies are gyrating, Earth is rotating, Moon is moving around. The oceans are dancing. Along with that, microbes are dancing, cells are dancing, corals are dancing, fishes are dancing, reptiles are dancing, animals are dancing, birds are dancing. Rhythm is pervasive. The whole cosmos is filled with the grandeur of a dance from microcosm to macrocosm. All beings are dancing their way to love and life. The Christian Bible starts with a dancing God in the formless and empty cosmos to create trillions and trillions of forms and lives. The Hindu god Nataraj dances in deep trance, crushing the devil, evil forces and divisive forces to bring about harmony and deep unbreakable union. The Muslim Sufis vigorously dance to realize the ecstasy of being one with the Almighty God. These pristine dances blur the line between the performer and the performance and display beautifully the rendition of divine union. Whether it is the thunderous I am who I am, or the mellifluous music of Krishna, or the frantic movements of shamans, or the blabberings of mystics, all of them resonate with the divine dance. Dance is the grand door to divinity. Dance is the way of becoming divine. Dance in itself is divine. Why do you work when you can dance? Why do you learn when you can enjoy the lessons? Walking and learning are meant for handicapped people. Dancing and enjoying is meant for ecstatic and exuberant people. Dance is a magnificent way of expressing yourself, your thoughts, your decisions, and your world view. Beyond ideas and concepts, dance is a subtle way to convey your feelings, emotions, and your inner status. Dance is not made. It happens when your body, mind, and heart are synchronized with the rhythm of life and the cosmos. Then you forget yourself and become divine. At that time, you are no more a dancer. The dancer becomes the dance. Not two, not one. It is a two in one. This is the boundless way that leads to timeless living, which cannot be expressed in words and concepts, but can only be pointed. Enter the boundless way, live deeply, immerse fully, surf beyond time, and reach that blissful abode. Enjoy the eternity.
Thank you for listening. Watch other audio albums. Share the link with your friends and groups.